Today I'm going to be learning more about the Netherlands and in particular the Dutch people themselves. This is 10 things only Dutch people understand. So yeah, interested to see if these are really things that only Dutch people understand. If you're from the Netherlands, you can tell me what you think about these. Tell me if there's anything else that's not on this list that you think only Dutch people understand. But let's check this one out.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today I have quite an exciting video. As you may or may not know, I am Dutch. I've been born and raised in the Netherlands and I'm only now studying in the UK, and I thought today I would tell you a few things that only Dutch people will understand.
She actually has a very British accent.
If you've ever been to the Netherlands or if you want to go, please leave me a comment down below because I would definitely want to know where you've been or what you've seen in the Netherlands and what your favourite thing about the Netherlands is. But without further ado, let's go into this video. So this is probably quite well known, but we do something that's called 3 kisses. We always kiss 3 times whenever we meet someone, or if we congratulate them, or if we say goodbye or whatever. We always give 3 kisses on the cheek, and it's usually right, left, right. If you ever get confused, it's always a bit of like a dance you do, like, oh, I don't know which side we're gonna go to, but I'm really awkward. I don't know why we do this, but it's just like a thing we do. Yeah, if you ever come to the Netherlands and you are given 3 kisses on the cheek, then you're doing a very good job and the people seem to like you. Also, there's
Is that something that everybody in the Netherlands did? I actually never knew that. I knew kissing on the cheek was more like, I thought it was more like a French, Italian, possibly even Spanish thing. I never really knew countries sort of east of France did that. So interesting to know that not only does Netherlands do it, they do 3 kisses, but is that something you do every time you meet someone? Is it only certain people like family, friends? Or do you just kiss anybody? Being British, we don't do that at all. Like a firm handshake is probably as close to that as you're going to get. We're very repressed in that area. But yeah, quite interesting. Love to know how common that is.
The second thing I have on my list is pretty well known, but we cycle everywhere. Now, we cycle everywhere. That's, you know, pretty well known. Everyone has a bike. However, what you may not know is that we cycle everywhere through all circumstances. Is it raining outside? No problem. I'll just put a raincoat on. Is it snowing? Is there ice on the road? Who cares? I can still cycle. Do I have 3 kids and do I need to take them all to school?
Okay, before she go on, that actually looks quite difficult, like especially that one just previous there, like that is mad. 5 kids on one. I guess he's not riding the bike, just pushing them along, but I feel like if I put my son on there who's just turned 4, I don't think he could sit still long enough. That is very impressive. Tell me if you've got children, have you ever had to do anything like this? Were you like this when you were a child? Were you in there with all your siblings? What's the worst weather you've ever ridden your bicycle? Some of that, like that one in the snow, I can't imagine. I thought that would have been dangerous, sliding all over the place. But I really have to admire the commitment to cycling in the Netherlands.
And do I need to take them all to school on one bike? Easy. And no, we don't wear helmets. Looking through my list, there are quite a few foodie things. The first one is we deep fry everything. We have this weird snacks. I can't really explain what they are. They range from a mix of meat to noodles, whatever floats your boat. We fry everything from snacks up until Mars bars. You name it, we deep fry it and we love it. The next.
Okay, I feel a kinship here with the Netherlands. Being from Scotland, we deep fry everything. I think we might be even more extreme. I never knew the Netherlands was so extreme. Like, I thought Scotland invented the deep fried Mars bar. We deep fry hamburgers, yes, sausages. My favourite is called a pizza crunch. You only really get it in the west of Scotland, but it's like a quarter of a pizza. They deep fry it. Super good. Whenever I go back to Scotland, I always get one. My parents think it's disgusting. They're very ashamed of me when I get it, but it tastes like delicious in my opinion. Interesting to note, but it's especially more interesting in the Netherlands when you see how many people cycle, you see how fit people are in the Netherlands, that they still have this part of their diet. Like in Scotland, we're definitely not as fit as people in the, like as Dutch people, so that's a bit of a difference. But yeah, I relate to that fry and everything.
Thing is Rokjesdag. So we have kind of a national day in spring. The first warm day in the Netherlands is called Rokjesdag, which is basically skirt day, roughly translated, and all the girls are expected to get their bare legs out and show them to the world with either wearing a skirt or a dress.
Is that still a thing? Like, again, if I compare it to Scotland, we really don't have many warm days, so people could be waiting a long time to get to that point. But yeah, what about that? Do you think that's a good thing? Is that is it still a thing? You know, I would imagine in some countries they might think it's like a bit sexist, or like they get the girls to get their legs out and things like that. But I don't know. Hockey stick. It sounds like an interesting time to celebrate summer.
On toast. If you've ever come across a Dutch person, you probably know this as well, but we eat quite weird things on our toast. The most well-known one is chocolate sprinkles. These are actually really good chocolate. They're not tasteless brown sprinkles, no, they're actual chocolate. You can have dark chocolate or more like milk chocolate, but they're actually really good. We also have a more like sugary rainbow sprinkle version of it, and we also have things like schuddebuikjes and stroop met kaas. Stroop is hard to explain, but it's made from apples and it looks a bit like Marmite, but it's totally
something
different.
Like jam?
So we put that on a toast and we put cheese over it. I've never tried this and I only eat stroop on my pancakes, but there's a lot of people that do eat it that way. Or what I have tried before is chocolate sprinkles with cheese on top. Was quite good, to be honest.
Chocolate sprinkles with cheese on top. I don't mind that. I'll try anything. Like, I feel like that might be okay. Like, you get the savoury taste from the cheese, the sweetness from the chocolate or the stroop there as well. I would try that. Like, tell me what your favourite topping on that type of sandwich is. They have something similar in Australia called fairy bread, where they get the bread and they have like, it's not the sprinkles, it's like little, kind of like small sprinkles, little circles or spheres, and they just cover the bread in that as well. So actually a very interesting similar part of food culture there between Australia and Netherlands. For me, I'll definitely try that.
The next thing is birthdays. When we have a birthday, we basically make a circle of chairs and we all sit in a circle and we have a few snacks on the table. Usually the snacks is just a plate with blocks of cheese and cut up sausage. That's what we do. There's no music, there's no, I don't know if it's a lot of fun, but it's what we do. I don't know why, but yeah, we sit in a circle and we chat to each other.
Again, I like that, man. I don't know if I would like, if it's my birthday, to have so much attention on me. I don't really celebrate my birthday so much. Maybe just something small, go out for dinner or something. But to have so many people there just for me, I don't really have like birthday parties or anything like that. So I would feel a bit awkward. But I think it's nice having some nice cheese and ham, seeing your relatives, family. It seems quite quaint and nice. Tell me if you celebrate like that, or do you go a bit crazier for your birthday?
Next thing we do on birthdays, and this is especially in the south. I'm from the south, if you couldn't tell by my Dutch accent, for the Dutch people watching. I'm from the south and we eat vlaai. And vlaai is pretty much just a pie and it's so good. My village is near the town which kind of made vlaai a big thing in the Netherlands way back in time. If you want to have proper good vlaai, you have to go to the south. Just go into a bakery and you'll see tons and tons of different ones.
Tell me
the
if
most
you tried
basic
that.
one is basically this kind of pastry with fruit in it, but you can also have very fancy ones with cream on top and chocolate shavings and all of that jazz. And we basically have vlaai whenever we have something to celebrate. So it's a birthday, a wedding, pass an exam, or if you graduated from school, whatever you are celebrating, we usually get vlaai. And you could also see this in the vlog from when I went home for my dad's birthday. I will link it up here so you can watch that as well.
Man, I feel like Netherlands does some great sweet food. I have a very sweet tooth. I have sweet teeth, man. I love sweet stuff, whether it's like candies, chocolates. especially cake. So that one is right up my street. When she said what about her Dutch accent, I can't actually really hear a Dutch accent. She sounds more, if I didn't know, I would think she was like posh English, honestly. Tell me what you think about her Dutch accent as well.
Next thing on my list is again food related, and it is biscuit met muisjes. When a child is born, we usually get these round toast things, which is called biscuits. We put muisjes on top, and those are basically little balls with a little thing sticking out, so they look like mice, and get blue ones and pink ones during King's Day, which is another Dutch thing if you don't know. It's the birthday of our king. It's a huge national celebration, and you have orange ones on that day. And those little balls are basically made from anise. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but hopefully you know what I mean. Personally, I really like it. I sometimes even eat it if there's no baby born.
I like her mentality, that's good. Again, another nice sweet treat. Is diabetes a problem in the Netherlands? It's maybe not because of how fit you are, as I mentioned. She mentioned King's Day there as well. It's interesting because obviously we have a monarchy, we had the Queen, we now have King Charles. I think we get a one-day holiday, like a bank holiday, or like a holiday for the birthday, but no one really celebrates it in the UK. It seems like the Dutch really go all out for their King's Day. Tell me more about that. How do you celebrate it? Is it really like a big event? Maybe I'll try and learn a bit more about that as well.
So the next thing is, again, food related, but I guess we Dutch people like our food. It's a snack wall. So remember I told you about those deep fried things, and we love them. Usually in cities we have these really big walls where you can take the snacks out of like little things. If you have really small order and you don't want to go and wait in line to get your food, we have these walls and you just put a coin in and the little window opens up and you can take your snack out.
I've used that in Amsterdam
it's
before,
fresh,
actually.
they just put it in there,
Get it
but
croquettes.
it's just something that makes life a bit quicker. And
It's a good
I
idea.
thought I would end this video on another foodie related topic, and that's that we usually only have one warm meal a day. We only have a warm meal for dinner. We usually just eat sandwiches throughout the day and then at night we have dinner. So yeah, we only usually eat one warm meal a day. And if you want to be really typical, you usually eat around 5 or 6 o'clock. I really hope you liked this video, and if you want me to do more of these...
Yeah, that was a great video. Really learned a lot more, not just about Dutch people, but yeah, about the Netherlands. Interesting, that one with only one warm meal a day. I guess that's another very healthy way to live, because it means you're not really having like a big warm meal at lunchtime, probably more productive in work. You're not eating so much. Like here in Asia, here in Malaysia, people eat big like plates of rice and meat and really big lunches, so they go back after lunch and they're not the most productive in work. Also, diabetes is a big problem here because yeah, people just don't exercise as much and things, but they still eat a lot of sweet things as well. Interesting. Yeah, so love that. Really interesting things. A lot of sweet treats. And yeah, tell me what you think about this video. Is there anything else interesting that only Dutch people understand? Thanks.